The Hidden Wisdom of God and the Tragedy of Spiritual Ignorance, an analytical study of 1 Corinthians 2:8-9, KJV Scripture Text, KJV. Which none of the princes of this world knew. For had they known it, they would not have crucified the Lord of glory. But as it is written, Eye hath not seen nor ear heard, neither have entered into the heart of man, the things which God hath prepared for them that love him. Exposition of the text. These verses present a profound contrast between the wisdom of God and the blindness of worldly powers. Paul asserts that if the rulers of this age, both political and spiritual, had truly understood divine wisdom, they would never have crucified Christ, the Lord of glory. Their ignorance led them to enact the very event that secured redemption. Verse 9 then shifts to the unimaginable blessings reserved for those who love God, quoting Isaiah 64:4 to emphasize that divine truth surpasses human comprehension. Historical reception and context. 1. The princes of this world likely refers to both Roman authorities, e.g. Pontius Pilate, and Jewish religious leaders, e.g. the Sanhedrin. Their rejection of Christ exposed their spiritual blindness. Acts 3:17, 1 Corinthians 1:22-23. Satan, the god of this world, 2 Corinthians 4:4, also operated through their ignorance, unwittingly fulfilling God's plan. Colossians 2:15. 2. The crucifixion as irony. Human wisdom deemed Jesus a criminal. Divine wisdom used the cross to defeat sin. 1 Corinthians 1:18-25. The very act meant to destroy Christ became the means of salvation. Poisir, the promise for believers. v9. Early Christians facing persecution clung to this hope. Their sufferings paled in comparison to the glory awaiting them. Romans 8:18. The things prepared include eternal communion with God, resurrection, and the fullness of the kingdom. Revelation 21:1-4. Modern spiritual application, knowledge, love, and the danger of apostasy. 1. Knowing Christ versus mere intellectual awareness. The princes had access to Scripture but missed the Messiah because their hearts were hardened. John 5:39-40. Today, many study the Bible yet reject its Lord, substituting religion for relationship. Matthew 7:21-23. 2. Loving Christ authentically. True love for God, Matthew 22:37, transforms life. Those who know Him intimately, through prayer, obedience, and suffering, Philippians 3:10, will not crucify Him afresh by returning to sin, Hebrews 6:4-6, for the tragedy of spiritual betrayal. To put Him to an open shame, Hebrews 6:6, means professing faith while living in rebellion, thus mocking the cross. Examples: moral compromise. Christians indulging in worldly vices while claiming grace, Jude 1:4. Doctrinal apostasy. Denying Christ's divinity or resurrection, 2 Peter 2:1. Tazukwarmnisman, cultural Christianity without devotion, Revelation 3:15-16. Kroisim, the antidote. Abiding in divine wisdom. Paul contrasts worldly ignorance with the Spirit's revelation, 1 Corinthians 2:10-12. Believers must feast on Scripture, Psalm 119:11, to discern truth. Cultivate love, 1 John 4:19, which guards against betrayal. Fix eyes on eternity, Colossians 3:2, remembering the unseen glory awaiting the faithful. Conclusion: the call to faithful discernment. 1 Corinthians 2:8-9 serves as both a warning and a promise. The cross reveals the peril of spiritual ignorance, a danger persisting today as many, even within the church, trivialize Christ's lordship. Yet for those who love God, the unimaginable awaits. Let us therefore test ourselves. 2 Corinthians 13-5. Do our lives reflect knowledge of Christ or complicity with His crucifiers? We cling to revelation. The Spirit unveils God's heart to the humble, Matthew 11:25. Live in hope. The things prepared far outweigh earthly trials. May we, unlike the princes of this world, walk in the light of the Lord of glory.